Hello and a warm welcome to this session. I'm going to attempt a verbal quiz. So I'm going to take grammar 2, and this is something that you can access through the My IMS dashboard. So you can go to test. On the left-hand side, you will see area-wise test. And in that, I'm just going to take the first quiz in grammar. So this is grammar 2. Right? So let's start. Let's see how this goes. So 20 questions, 20 minutes is what we have. Mark the part that has error in it. Okay. Corruption, India's old nemesis, is eating into is what it should be, is eating in the vital snow. So two has some problem. So let's go to the next one. Overcoming the impact of, just zoom in. Yeah. Overcoming the impact of the global economic recession, the Indian economy is poised to should be the correct usage. So 3 has an error. Most body parameters do change as there is needing of them is correctly seems to be very incorrectly used there. Okay, I've been selecting mark for review, so I need not actually do that. I'm just going to unmark and do save and next, because I'm pretty sure of the answers so far. At least we don't know what's in store, but so far at least I'm pretty okay. He works wholeheartedly towards his goal, and this is why he's the best in his field. He works wholeheartedly towards his goal. Though I like goals, but then it's a very minor observation towards his goal, and that is why he's the best in his field. I think no error. Maybe let's go with that. A wide-ranging and far-reaching partnership encompassing trade, investment, higher education, and flow of talent is present between the two countries. A wide-reaching, not ranging, or rather far-reach is there, right? So wide-ranging and far-reaching partnership. I will go with 2 because it should be far-reaching is what I think. Our dependency on pastoral professionals ranging from journalists to NGO activists has increased. Okay. Our dependency on professionals ranging from journalists to NGO activists has increased. I like no error, but let's come back later. There's actually no one identified sign of hypertension. There's actually no one identified sign of hypertension. Rather, it should be, again, the sentence doesn't look very great in first reading. Notwithstanding the pressure applied by some of its allies, the government on Tuesday ruled out the joint parliamentary committee probe into the scam. Okay, notwithstanding the pressure applied by some of its, why would the allies create a pressure? They ruled out. The government on Tuesday ruled out a joint parliamentary committee probe into the scam. Okay. I thought it should be something like applied by some of its adversaries. I mean, I'll go with 2. Let's see. After getting down from the train on Monday evening, Rajiv hailed a cab. After getting down from the train on Monday evening, okay, seems to be no error there. One of my friends is what it should be, was part of the contingent that went to China to represent India at the Asian Games. So this is fine. Mark the one that has error. Fine. Yoga has no real side effects per se, but people suffering from slip disc and hernia should inform the instructor before beginning yoga. Yoga has no real side effects per se, but people suffering from slip disc and hernia should inform the instructor before beginning yoga. Seems okay, I think. People should inform the instructor before beginning yoga. All right. He lauded the robustness and the resilience shown by the public sector enterprises in successfully dealing with global economic crisis. So the 4th one is correct. The proceedings in the case are eerily reminiscent of. So two should be the error. The link between obesity and cardiac diseases is not mere anecdotal. There is proof for that. There is a proof for that. Or there is a proof. The link between obesity and cardiac diseases is not mere anecdotal. I'll do 4. The findings highlight the urgent need for something, highlight the urgent need, framing direct and indirect strategies to control. I'll go with 2. A star label on the car's windshield will help you decide if you're getting your money's worth. Okay, a star label on the car's windshield would help you decide if you are getting your money's worth. I have to think about this. Our responsibilities were similar to which many executives in large Mumbai banks strive to achieve daily. Similar to something is wrong with 2. Many executives in large Mumbai banks strive to achieve daily. I'll go with 2 here. All airports in the US and all America-bound flights have been put up extra vigil after the terrorist threat. All airports in the US and all America-bound flights have been put up under, not put up extra vigil. I think I like put up under extra vigil for some reason after the terrorist threat. So I'm going to go with 3. Not surprisingly, the reasons for the crisis within the 10-year span is the same. Reasons are the same. Right? So either it is 2 or 4. The reasons for the crisis, there are multiple reasons, or the reason for the crisis are the same. So I'll go with 4th one here. 2020 was born out of a necessity to bring spectators back to the cricket grounds. 2020 was born out of a necessity to bring back spectators back to the cricket grounds. I don't think there is an error here. Let's see. Going back to question 6, our dependency on pastoral professionals, ranging from journalists to NGO activists, has increased. Again, no error. There is actually no one identified sign of hypertension. Rather, they vary from. I think there is a problem here. It should be because it's singular. Let's try the 16th one. The star label on the car's windshield could help you decide if you are getting your money's worth. Again, I don't think there is a big problem with the sentence. You can save and next. All right, so let's submit this. Not bad. I think whatever score we get, I think the time that we have spent isn't too much. So it should not be a big problem. Okay. So let's see how much we have scored in this. Okay, so 18 on 20. 90% accuracy, of course. We attempted everything, but let's go back and see what all mistakes I have made. Okay, so let's see the mistakes. Question number 8 is notwithstanding the pressure applied by some of its allies, the government on Tuesday ruled out a joint parliamentary committee probe into the scam. Let's see what the answer is. Contains no errors. Okay, so I had gone with by some of its allies because I thought the opposition should be mentioned here, but I think oh nice, because you can actually have pressure from people who are your allies as well. Okay, bad miss, I think. Let's look at the next one. The link between obesity and cardiac is not mere anecdotal. That is okay. So I had gone with 4 because I thought there is a proof for that. Okay, the explanation says that the word anecdotal is an adjective. Therefore, to qualify an adjective, we require an adverb and not another adjective. Okay, the adverb form of mere is merely. Thus, the correction should be not merely anecdotal. Okay, so the link between obesity and cardiac disease is not merely anecdotal, and there is a proof for that. Okay, fine. So I think this was a difficult one. I guess a lot of people will not be able to catch this one. So definitely a difficult question. Others were I found okay, not too difficult, not too easy either. Some of them were very challenging. But see, the point of grammar, right, is especially in a test like CET is that if you're good at it, your return on the time invested is going to be huge. So typically you will observe that most of the questions, if you look at these, we have spent not more than 20-25 seconds. Very rarely you will come across questions where the timing is slightly more than 30 seconds. Is there anything which is more than, yeah, this was more than 30, so half a minute. But rest, all of them, you will see that maybe this question, which is 32, just 2 seconds above 30, 34. Yeah, this because I think I read some of these questions again. But otherwise, I guess most of the questions, the time is somewhere close to 20-25 seconds, right? So grammar is an area which is slightly difficult to master, but I think once you overcome that initial frustration of learning grammar rules, then generally it becomes a little easy. So I hope you got some insights into how to approach, how to go about solving these questions very fast. You need not reach every single word that is out there. Sometimes you start reading and immediately you find the answer. So it's okay to not read the rest of it. Of course, there is a little bit of risk taking in that, but I think the returns will always be great because you will not end up spending more than say 30-35 minutes on the entire section. Because other questions in this particular section will be time consuming. So something like an RC will be consuming, or something like critical reasoning will be time consuming. But these are the questions where you can save a lot of time and use it for those other question types. So I hope this video has helped. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I hope you will do it right away. So thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.